Hi, hello guys, Bernice here. This is my painting 36. In this tutorial guys, I'm going to demonstrate on how to create the trees, the colorful trees, and also I'm going to demonstrate the more detailed trees here. Like in how to make detailed leaves of the tree. But before we gonna start this demonstration guys, please hit subscribe button below this video for more free painting tutorial in the near future and also updates on my channel. You can also leave comments and hit like button below this video. And now guys, let's get started for this painting 36 and on how to create types of trees. Now here I'm going to mix the color of the Mars black and also the crimson red. Just mix this crimson red and the lamp black color and just add here. I'm going to create the tree, this area in the side. These are the leaves guys for my tree. The dark portion, the leaves, this tree, or the shading of this tree here. The shading, the leaves, the tree. Then the crimson red. I'm going to add also the crimson red here. Crimson red. Just directly paint the crimson red for this tree. I'm going to differentiate the trees here. These are the this tree is the common trees that we always paint because it's very easy. I'm going to add the trunk of this tree. I'm going to use the Mars black color for this tree. I'm going to add trunk first using the Mars black color. Going to the upper portion of this tree until it going smaller. Then the branch also, the branches of this tree here. Then the twigs. Then to create the smaller twigs, I'm going to use the pointed brush here, the number 0 brush to create smaller twigs for this tree here. Give detail for this the branches and the trunk. When you create the trunk, the bigger at the bottom area and going to the upper portion of the tree, it's going to smaller to it will look like a good looking tree. Just add more twigs. Going to add more twigs. This tree. This one also here. Add more twigs. Just looking good here for my twigs and the branches. Also the trunk. Looking good. Then after that, we're always doing at the same style and techniques. We're going to put the highlight for this tree. I'm going to use the crimson red. Just mix the crimson red and also the orange yellow. Create more a little bit lighter color for the highlight here. titanium white to create the lighter color, crimson red and titanium white. Just add small amount of orange yellow for the highlight of this tree using this types of brush strokes. I assume that my light source is coming to this area, so I'm going to add more highlight color on this side here. Just add more titanium white to the orange yellow and the crimson red that I mix. Then at the bottom area of this tree, I'm going to directly paint the crimson red. You can also use another color for your trees, but you should use the same process here that I do to this tree. The brushstroke is it's like making dots. This style of techniques is we're always using when we are making the trees. For more crimson red for the color of the trees here, or the leaves color. It's looking good for this first layer of my trees here. Then after that, I'm going to add the light green color also for more color of the leaves. Light green color at the bottom of this tree here. Just add the light green color for more color effects of the leaves on this side here. Add a very small amount of green to the upper portion of this tree. Just a small amount of light green color. And I'm going to add more light green color here. Just more light green color at the very bottom of this tree, or the very bottom of these leaves here. I'm going to add more light green color with the same brush strokes. It's like making periods. Just looking good for my tree. That there. I'm going to add also the orange yellow for more highlight color here. The highlight of this tree. The highlight leaf for this tree here. Using the orange yellow. Orange yellow. Orange yellow, guys. I'm gonna add the orange yellow here for more highlight color of the leaves on this tree. Just looking good for my tree in there. Then after that, I'm going to mix the medium yellow and also the orange yellow. I'm gonna mix these two color to create the more yellowish color here for the highlight of this tree. And just paint here this side here because our light source is coming to this area. That's why I'm going to add more light color on this side here. Just add more highlight color here. Just looking good for this highlight color of this trees or this tree. Then for the trunk of this tree here, I'm gonna mix the color of the Rushina and the Mars Black. Just small amount of Mars Black color, Rushina and the Mars Black color. I'm going to add here for the color of the trunk. My light source is coming to this area, so I'm going to add more lighter highlight here at this side here, this side of this trunk. I'm using the Rushina color for this highlight here, the Rushina. Rushina color for the highlight effects. This trunk here. For more color here, I'm gonna mix the color of the orange yellow and the titanium white. Orange yellow and the titanium white to create the lighter orange. Like this. Then just add here for more highlight of this trunk here, this side here. Just looking good. For my first tree, to make balance of the trunk going to the upper portion, can add more dark color using the Mars black. And now I'm done for my first tree. This tree is the common. We're always making this type of brushstrokes that we are or painting a tree. Now I'm going to create another tree here. I'm going to create the very near and very detailed tree to this area here. So first thing to do is I'm going to mix the color of the violet and also the Mars black color. I'm going to mix this violet and the Mars black color to create more darker violet here, and just add to this area for the shades of the leaves, just like what I did to the first tree. This is my second tree here. I'm going to differentiate these two trees. This tree is more detailed than this tree. Then the purple color, I'm gonna paint the purple color, directly paint the purple color here. Just selecting the area for the purple color for this tree. I use dark color on this at the very bottom of this tree because this area is lots of leaves than to the upper portion. So I'm going to use the lighter color at the upper portion of this tree. Dark violet again at the very bottom of this tree here, using the same brush strokes for now. Same brush strokes what I did to that area there. Then the deep violet at the upper portion of this tree with the same brush strokes again. Yeah, deep violet at the upper portion of this tree. Then the trunk and the branch also here. I'm gonna add with the same color, the Mars black here. The trunk. This is my trunk here. The same style and techniques of what I did to the trunk, to the tree there at my first tree. Using the branches also here with the same brush strokes to the other tree there at my first tree. Same brush strokes here. And then the smaller brush or the pointed brush using the Mars black again, color again. I'm gonna add with the same color, the Mars black. I'm going to add here the twigs of this tree. I use smaller brush so that I can create the smaller twigs. Here also, can add the twigs to this branch. The twigs also here. Just continue adding with the Mars black color for the twigs of this tree here. This one. Just looking good. Just add more twigs. Here also at the very top of this tree. Just create more twigs. The next thing to do is I'm going to create more color. I'm going to paint directly the violet color here at the very bottom of this tree. For the leaves color, deep violet here. The leaves at this bottom of this tree here, with the same brush strokes here. This one also here. Deep violet here. Gonna add going up to the upper portion. This tree. I cover the trunk and the branches of this tree, because this leaves is nearer to this area here. That's why I'm gonna add the very top deep violet here. Just selecting the area, but I did not cover everything here for the trunk and the twigs and the branches. Looking good for that tree. And now I'm going to add also the ochre green. Ochre green. That's using with the same brush strokes again. Ochre green here. Use the dark green, this kind of color or this kind of green, because this area is not affected with the lights. That's why it's a little bit darker. Just continue adding with the this color, the ochre green, at the very bottom of this area here, this tree, the ochre green. Ochre green, a little bit higher, or the upper portion, this tree here, ochre green. Ochre green, this area here. Selecting the area for this ochre green here. Just looking good. For more detail of the upper portion, I'm going to mix the color of the titanium white and the violet color. Just add small amount of titanium white to the violet color. Color to create more lighter color for the highlight effect to this upper portion of this tree here. The highlight effect for this tree here, using the lighter violet. Mix the titanium white and the violet color. Create the lighter violet or the lavender. Just paint here for the flowering effect for this tree. This one also here. Just looking good for my tree. Just continue adding the highlight effect for this tree here. To add detail of these leaves here, I'm going to use the number 0 brush, pointed brush. To add more detail, I'm going to use the light green color to create more leaves effects here, making smaller leaves. This is a very I think this create more time to create more leaves here. That's why this tree is very near to the eyesight. So I'm going to create more detail to the leaves. Just blend also the color to the color of the ochre green. This is how you create the tree, the near tree. You should add more detail to the leaves, because the near trees, you can see more leaves or the detail of the leaves to the tree. I'm going to finish this one here. Continue adding with this type of using the light green color. I'm continue adding with the leaves here using this pointed brush and the light green color. Just selecting the area and also just blend this color here. I will be back if I'm going to finish this one here for the light green color. Now I'm done with the first color here, the first layer of my leaves here, or the detail leaves. I show you earlier on how to create this kind of brush strokes using this pointed brush or the number 0 brush. This is only the one color. I use the light green color for this here, the detail of the leaves. Then the next step is I'm going to create the lighter leaves here, or the highlight of these leaves here, for more to add more detail of this tree. So I'm going to yellow green. I'm going to add the yellow green here for more highlight color of the leaves. My light source is coming from this area, that's why I'm going to add more detailed for the highlights is this area here at the right side of this tree. So I'm going to add the yellow green here for more lighter color effects for the leaves using with the same brush strokes, creating more highlight effects to this area for more detailed. Can add using the yellow green color for more detailed the more highlight effect of the leaves here. These are the detailed trees or the nearer trees or the nearer to the eyesight. So I'm going to give more detail to the leaves using the yellow green color. Create more time to finish this process, but using the yellow green color. I'm almost done with this tree. Looking good for my tree there. The next step is I'm going to create the more color of this area here, the flowers. Now I'm going to add more flower colors. Just mix the color of the violet and the titanium white. Create more lighter color of the violet or the lavender effect. Just add here for the flowering flowers of this tree. Add more titanium white to the violet color to create more flower effects to this tree. Then the titanium white, add more titanium white to the violet color. Just add also here for the lighter flowers. This tree here. Just add here for more lighter color of this tree. Looking good for my tree. Just nice. Then I'm going to paint directly the medium yellow also. I'm gonna paint directly the medium yellow. A little bit upper portion of these leaves here for the lighter color effects. Just selecting the area here. The medium yellow here. Medium yellow. Just add more medium yellow. The upper portion of this tree here. Add more medium yellow. Just nice. Then the yellow green also. I'm gonna add the yellow green color at the little bit lower portion of the medium yellow for more highlight effects. This one here are the highlight of this tree. Looking good for my tree there. I'm going to add also the violet color. This one here. For the little bit dark area of the this tree, the flower. Just continue adding with the small violet, the flower, so that it will create also the shade effect of the flower here, or the flower that are not affected with the lights, so it's dark. to give detail also to the yellow color, I'm gonna add the medium yellow with the same strokes earlier that I created. Just do like this here. Just follow or observe my brush strokes. Light green, I'm gonna add more light green color here to minimize more yellow that I paint to this side here, this area. Just add the yellow green color here. Just looking good for my tree. So I'm going to continue here. I'm going to add detail for the trunk. I'm going to paint directly the orange yellow, this side, the orange yellow. Then the Rushina color here also I'm gonna paint. Then the titanium white and the orange yellow, I'm gonna mix these two color, titanium white and the orange yellow. Just add here for the highlight, of this trunk here. Or just add the titanium white, but you should blend this titanium white to the color that I painted earlier. Just looking good. Then I'm going to create more a little bit dark here, or just mix the color of orange yellow and the Mars black to minimize the color here. Or just paint directly the Mars black color to create more minimizer. Just looking good for my tree. Then the ochre green for the grasses here. Create more detail to the ground. Just looking good. Just add also here the ochre green for the detail of the ground below. This one also here. Then the light green color for my grasses to the ground here. Just looking good. And now guys, we're done with this painting 36 on how to create the different types of trees, or the colorful trees, and the detail of the newer trees. I hope you like this video and more helpful for you. And guys, don't forget to subscribe my channel for more free painting tutorial in the near future, and also updates on my channel. And also guys, you can also leave comments and hit like button below this video. And guys, thanks for watching. See you for my next tutorial for my painting 37. Peace.